guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video. It's been a while. I have been busy doing my library. This is all you can see for now. I am planning on doing a little bit of a tour, probably sometime in February, I'm not sure. But I've finally gotten it done, so I haven't been able to film videos because I've been super busy trying to get my new room done and my new library done. And I'm very excited to show you guys because I'm very excited on how it turned out and it looks great. And so yeah, that's what I've been up to and why I haven't filmed half of the videos I wanted to in January. But today, since it is the last day of January, I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up. So I'm going to show you all of the 9 books that I read in January. So I stuck to my TBR pretty closely. I read almost all the books I wanted to get read. I've missed like 3 of them from the one series that I showed you in my January TBR. I missed like the last 3 books, but I'm planning on reading them very shortly, hoping beginning of February I'll finish that series up and then start some of my kind of like romance books. I'm going to do my February TBR for tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And so you will see that tomorrow. And yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, the first book I have is Christmas Cake Murder by Joanne Fluke. And I started reading this last year, the end of last year. So I finished it like the first day of January because I wanted to get it finished for December, but I didn't get there. So I finally finished it like January 1st, I think I finished it. And it was pretty good. I mean, I liked it. It wasn't, I don't know if it was my favorite out of all of them because it was kind of different from the other 2 I've read, but it was still pretty cool. They're pretty fun, these books, because I have 2 other ones and they're pretty cool, but I think this was probably my least favorite out of them. It wasn't because it was bad or anything, but I think I rushed through it a little bit because I was trying to finish it for December, so I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I should have. But it was an enjoyable story. It follows a girl named Hannah, and Hannah meets up with a woman named Essie, and Essie has taken a bad fall, so she's in the hospital. So Hannah and her family go to meet Essie in the hospital, and they go to talk to her, and they find all these old storybooks in her house when trying to bring her some stuff to make the hospital room look a little bit cheerier. And so they find these, well, they're not storybooks, but they're notebooks that Essie has been writing. And so Hannah starts to read these books that she's been writing, and they follow this whole story, and it's pretty cool. But like I said, I think I rushed through it, so I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I should have. But it was still a very good book. I just kind of wish I had finished it in December and not January. But still happy that I finally finished it because it was a good book. I enjoyed it. So that's that one. Okay, the next 2 books I have are both by Chris Colfer from The Land of Stories. They're short stories. They're in this box set, and they've kind of just been sitting here because I got lazy to take them out. But the first one we have is Queen Red Riding Hood's Guide to Royalty, and then The Mother Goose Diaries. I enjoyed these both very much. As you know, because I've talked about him a ton, I love Chris Colfer's writing. I love his stories. I love The Land of Stories. I love his newest series. I love everything he's written so far. And I'm excited to read some more stuff that he's writing, and I hope he continues to write because his writing is very enjoyable. It's fun. It's filled with everything I love. And these 2 stories were no different. The first one follows Queen Red Riding Hood, which is featured on the cover, and she talks about what it's like to be royalty and how you should act, what to expect when you are, and all this kind of crazy stuff. Obviously it takes a pretty crazy turn. If you've read the books, you know how she is. You know she's not anything like the Little Red Riding Hood described in the old story tales, but it's pretty cool. And so the Mother Goose Diaries follows Mother Goose and her goose Lester, and talks about her life with Lester and how she started out, what's happened in her life, famous people that she's got to meet, and it goes through actually in our world stuff that we've faced in our world and it's pretty cool to see, you know, have her incorporated in just events that happened in the past. And you should definitely check both of these books out. I recommend you read The Land of Stories first, though. You don't have to, but I recommend it because you get to know a little bit more insight on both of these characters and where they come from. But yeah, I definitely recommend giving these two a read because they were really fun, cute stories. Okay, and the last 6 books I have are the Neverland Girls series. I read books 1, 2, 4, 7, and 9. I have 10, 11, and 12, I believe, left to go. I did not get to read them, but I did get to read most of them, which I'm very happy about. Like I said, I didn't know how much reading I was going to get done since I knew I'd be moving and everything. But the ones I did get read are In a Blink, The Space Between, A Dandelion Wish, From the Mist, A Pinch of Magic, and Before the Bell. So, all of these stories follow 4 girls and their best friends. Kate, Mia, Lainey, and Gabby. Mia and Gabby are sisters, and Kate and Lainey are their friends. So it basically follows all these girls and what they go through crazy adventures in Neverland, and they meet all kinds of different fairies. It kind of is based off of like Neverland with Tinkerbell and Peter Pan and all those fun characters and all of like Tinkerbell's friends and stuff. So each story is kind of about all 4 girls, but mostly one main girl is featured in each story. And so basically that's kind of what happens. You kind of just follow them on these crazy adventures. You know, they do whatever they want kind of in Neverland, but it's also kind of like lessons learned, like how to do things and stuff like that. And they're pretty fun. They're like cute little stories. They're more for younger audiences instead of like older audiences. I'm 17 and I'm reading them because they've been on my bookshelf forever, because I asked for them in like the 7th grade, I think, because, you know, I obsessed with little kids books and I have a ton of them. So as I've said before, I'm trying to clear all those books off my shelves so I can start reading the newer books that I have, because I have so many books I have to read and I just never have enough time to read them all, because I keep buying more before I can read the ones I have, which is an issue. If you're a reader, we all know the struggle of buying books and having a million unread books on your bookshelves. We've all been there. But that is that series. It's pretty cute. You should check it out if you're into fairies and magic and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Alright, so this was a kind of a short video. I only had a select few books to talk about, which is fine. I'm very glad of the books I got to read. I wish I would have read the other 3 and had the time to read the other 3, but I didn't. But I'm very happy with the books I did read. I'm glad I read 9 books in January. That's probably a record, because I don't ever think I've read that many books in January, ever. But I'm very happy with how this month went. I'm hoping February will be even better and I can read more books and just continue to read, because I have so many books. You only see 2 of my bookshelves featured here. I have 6 in my room, but only 4 of them have books on them. And I keep buying books because it's a problem. I have a problem. And I will gladly admit my bookish problems. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!